We got some work to do here. What the heck went wrong recently at Nutanix? The once red-hot software company that deals in the super fast-growing business of hyper-converged system, which is the future, people. Nutanix has a cloud platform that combines all of your server management, storage, and virtualization needs into a single package, allowing clients to save money on costs while rolling out new technology more quickly and burning less heat. Now, you think this would be exactly the kind of enterprise software play that's working here. But when Nutanix reported a couple of weeks ago, management's guidance was so tepid that the stock lost nearly a third of its value in a single day. Okay, it was a true disappointment. They're talking about $360 to $370 million worth of billings when Wall Street was expecting $430 million. But the stock came down so dramatically that it's been able to bounce and bounce hard, coming from $33 all the way back to $39. Tomorrow, Nutanix holds a really important analyst day here where I think they can turn things around. But we got to get a better sense of what's going on here before people flock back to the story. So let's check in with Dheeraj Pandey. He is the co-founder, chairman, and CEO of Nutanix. Learn more about how his company is doing what the future holds right now after the expectations were lower. Mr. Pandey, welcome back to Mad Money. Good to see you, sir.
Thank you, Jim.
Okay, have a seat. All right, let's go right to work. I think tomorrow is going to be a very important day because I think that if you can put to rest some of the Salesforce issues that you had, this could be one of those that bounces back, not unlike Palo Alto did when they had a bit of a hiccup with their Salesforce.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, it's not just about communication, but it's also about just taking a step back and talking about what we did in the last 2 years. Like 2 years ago, we said we're going to go after large customers and large deals, and we've done a really good job. Like this last quarter, even though we had a tepid guidance, we talked about $57 million deals and, 6 $5 million customers, 3 of which actually did $5 million a quarter before. The fact that we have $800 million customers. So the point is, when we set our mind to doing something, we do a pretty good job of it. What happened last year was that, there's a flywheel in this business, which is if the margins start to go up, you take the margins and plow it back into the business, get more new customers. And we forgot to do that last year.
Okay, so let me understand, because, we have some people think of a pretty vigorous duopoly between you guys and VMware. It looked like that you spent a lot of money doing what you said, lead generation, and then you pulled back from that. Why did you do that? Because the success was so huge. I mean, your company going to $3 billion faster than almost any other company. It was like a formula for strong success, and you seem to deviate from it.
Yeah, I mean, we went public 2.5 years ago, and sometimes you try to really optimize it sooner than you should.
Okay.
One thing is that we're in a large market, and I don't look at this as a zero-sum game. There's a growth mindset that we have, and in a large market, only 2 things matter: quality of the business and staying power. Quality of the business being quality of products, quality of customer support, quality of customer base, and staying power is about, do you have enough money in the bank? And we have almost $1 billion more than what we had a year ago.
You had a very interesting conference call where you actually had customers speaking about why they like Nutanix. I keep hearing that the service is so good that they identify with you. Can you go over some of those success stories? Because people, I think, if they see a good analyst meeting tomorrow, they're going to say, hey, listen, maybe it's already in the rearview mirror.
Yeah, in fact, that's the value of our business, actually. The fact that we start with a single workload, and it could be anything. 5 years ago, it was about virtual desktops. Today, it's about SAP HANA, it's about remote office, branch office, it's about Oracle workloads, it's about multi-cloud workloads, And we've come a long distance in the last 5 years. I mean, our product has become 10x better because of the surface area of geographical presence, of workloads that we actually cater to. That's why I feel like it's not a real duopoly. It's really about growing our market, And 4 years ago, Gartner said it probably is worth a $0 market, and today it's more than $10 billion actually.
Now, when they say magic quadrant, our viewers may not understand how important that is for your business. Is that a great calling card when your salespeople go out?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, everybody wants to look at something that's peer-reviewed, that's gone through a year of a process, talk to customers. And we've just been this leader who has consistently shown promise in terms of both ability to execute and envision.
Okay, so how do we deal with Deutsche Bank's comments from March 12th, initiation coverage of the whole? They say, based on our work, we are concerned that VMware and Dell are taking share, and the slope of the Nutanix recovery in fiscal year 20 may not match consensus expectations. We prefer to be patient. Should they prefer to be patient, or they should listen up tomorrow and feel differently?
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole goal of tomorrow. The fact that we set our mind to a new thing, which is, let's put the flywheel back in the way things used to be, and take the margins and put it back into the business to really go and get new customers. I mean, VMware and Dell are together, but there's all these other server vendors that are non-Dell that also are looking for a Switzerland of operating system, and I think we're pretty good at that.
Okay, so what exactly does lead gen mean that you were doing so great with it that you took that money away, which you said was not insubstantial, and your terrific CFO pretty much said, listen, we made a mistake here. When you course correct, how do you put more money back into lead gen? What does it mean for your sales force?
Well, it's about top of the funnel activity. It's like looking at inputs. Like there's only two inputs a business can actually put into its funnel, top of the funnel. It's dollars. It's dollars creating activities.
Right.
And then you go shape the rest of the funnel by having enablement of your sales force and qualifying things and so on. But at the core of this is inputs. And we actually started to optimize a little bit more in the inputs because existing customers are cheaper to get more business out of.
Right, right. And I think it's just easy to have once you have that wallet in.
Exactly.
At the same time, I mean, you've been getting some big customer wins. It's not like they've stopped coming in. It isn't like you're losing a lot of business to Dell VMware,
in fact, we'll talk about this tomorrow. Our churn is really small. Our dollar-based net expansion is 141%, only next to Twilio.
Is it hard to find good salespeople? That was also mentioned in your call. And I imagine it's pretty competitive out there.
Yeah, I mean, as the company grows, the ratio of missionaries to mercenaries actually starts to, dilute. And you got to get a lot of people, and you got to train them and enable them, and do this across 60 countries. So it's an at-scale problem that we're learning to actually execute better on.
Would it be good to have a similar partner to Dell, or is it better to be Switzerland?
I think this market can only become bigger. Think about what cloud is today. Cloud is about billion-dollar data centers. We want to make cloud into software. This happened to PC world. If you go back to the world of Apple and Mac,
yes,
Microsoft came and said, look, PC is about software.
Right.
It's about horizontal integration. Same thing with Android. Android went and did this to iOS. And in both these cases, the markets became 10x larger. The number of handsets is 10x more than the number of Apple devices. Cloud has to be exactly like that, where you want to make it about software that runs on any and every location.
Well, I got to tell you, it is going to be a big day. I mean, I was a little shocked because I felt the duopoly totally intact, business really booming. But you did, I think, explained it. But tomorrow, I think if you can put some meat on the bones about what happened with that sales force and how you've already pivoted, then I think the stock's reflection from 33 to 39 is going to continue.
Well, that's our hope as well.
Okay, thank you so much. That's Dheeraj Pandey. He's the founder, chairman, and CEO of Nutanix. NTNX, this is a huge and growing market. I agree. I don't think it is one take all. I think it's duopoly. Mad Money's back after the break. Booyah! Jim Cramer here from Mad Money. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube. Click here to subscribe and get the jump on my exclusives with CEOs, plus market news, investing advice, and a whole lot more.